But this year, Mark Zuckerberg and his wife donated at least $350 million to the nonprofit. The money was then granted to local elections offices. According to Ballotpedia, the most money was given to key swing areas, $3.5 million to Wayne County in Michigan, $6 million to Fulton County in Georgia, and $10 million to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And that's just a fraction of it.
They did get out the vote efforts. They did media to get out the vote. They hired poll workers and poll judges. And so, like, I mean, if you think about that, like, what if we went into criminal court? I used to be a prosecutor, and we had, Facebook money essentially paying our judges. Like, is that something is that the kind of thing that we want? Actually, a written contract between the city of, I want to say the city of Philadelphia and CCTL, and it actually talks about requirements that need to be met, and if they're not met, then they're not given the grant. So I think the Dropbox is a good example, right? In Detroit, you can hardly walk through Detroit without tripping over a Dropbox every couple of blocks. But if you go into a rural area or an area that Trump won, or generally a Republican area, you'd have to go miles to get to a Dropbox. And so they wanted to make it easy for Democrats to vote and they didn't do anything to help Republicans vote. And our whole thing is that if government wants to make it easier to vote, we say do that. The only key here is it needs to be equal. What CCTL did is they went to Philadelphia and they said, hey, we're going to give you this money, but you have to use it in certain ways to help get out the vote in Philadelphia. And that's a problem.